Good afternoon, welcome to Showbiz here on Joy News today. Now, Nigerian American rapper Jidenna has lauded President Akufo-Addo for gifting African Americans the opportunity to revisit the ancestral land 400 years after the slave trade. Speaking on the Breakfast Club show on US-based Power 100.5, Jidenna said the Year of Return initiative deserves massive coverage and there's a need for diasporas to invest back home.
I feel like a global black empowerment. Too, yeah. So you never feel like a minority. I don't feel like none of us in this room are minorities anymore.
Right.
I feel like we the majority, we have the power, and the root is Africa always.
You saw Steve Harvey was just in South Africa.
He was in Ghana.
I saw him.
Oh, no, he was in Ghana, right? He was in Ghana, and he broke down crying.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I went to Johannesburg last December.
Okay.
So this December, I'm going to go to Lagos, but I'm also go to Ghana because I want to go to the Door No Return.
Are you going in December?
Yes.
Yes. All right. I'll see you there.
Word.
The Door No. So we went last year in December. I was part of Full Circle, which is Boris Kujoa and Bozoma's initiative. 100 of us went, and we went into the slave castles as a group of 100, actually 100 plus. So you can imagine we kind of feeling what enslaved peoples went through in these rooms. So it was one of the most powerful experiences of my life. And then what we did, just by being out there, just by us being out there, we increased travelers to Ghana by 25,000.
Wow.
And each average traveler spends $3,000 US in the local economy. That's $75 million, which is 1.58% of the GDP of Ghana. So that's the influence you have. And for me, the most important thing, this is why I'm putting out this project, not just about this album, 85 to Africa, it's about everything. But this is a mission of my life, honestly. If we invest in Africa, invest in that continent, if Africa invest in the diaspora, we're going to change everything, every hood, hands down. So I'll see you there December.
And this is the 400th year of American slavery?
Yeah, 1619, 400 years ago. Year of return. I don't know if you saw it. You probably did. So the president of Ghana just announced recently that if you're an African American, if you're a Caribbean American, or just from the diaspora, and go back to Ghana and trace your roots or whatnot, even if you just live there, you're going to be granted voting rights.
In Ghana?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is revolutionary.
Wow.
We got a lot of headlines that they're not big enough font. That's a big headline, which changes how I look at things.
Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Barbara Otinjesi says the business potential of the celebration of the country's tourism sector so far is impressive. She made this known at the Jamestown to Jamestown African American Business Summit, which attracted a cross-section of African Americans across the diaspora.
Minister for Tourism Barbara Otinjesi also shared with Joy Business that the ongoing Year of Return program, aside its tourism potential, will draw in several investors to explore business opportunities in Ghana. Already, some renowned African-American personalities, including actor and talk show host Steve Harvey, have been in Ghana. Barbara Otinjesi says the economic benefit and investment potential has been massive so far.
The Year of Return is doing well for tourism in Ghana. And for me, what is significant is that we are looking at it as the foundation. We are going to leverage on it for the subsequent years, 2020, 2021, and going forward.
Meanwhile, some African Americans who are in Ghana for the first time have been sharing their experiences.
Just an opportunity to potentially explore my roots, where I came from.
You feel your roots lie in this particular country?
I'm hopeful, being an African American and stolen from a place.
Yes.
So when you touched down here in Accra, how was it feeling like?
Oh, it was wonderful. From the first time we got off of the plane, people were very welcoming, smiling. When we heard the drums coming out of the airport, it was definitely calling us home. It was really beautiful.
I've been to one in Jamaica, and we're actually planning the Midwinter Conference in Puerto Rico. And I was saying, hey, maybe we need to see about bringing that National Association here to Ghana and seeing how we can then take our knowledge, our expertise, and expand it here right in Ghana.
The Year of Return.
Right here in Ghana, we end showbiz here on Joy News today. My name is Becky. Over to you, Raps.
All right, thank you very much, Becky. And that's how we call it a wrap. We call it a wrap. That's how we wrap up the show at Joy News today. I'm Mara Bukumsin. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com. As you know, our top story is that the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, has suspended the Chief Executive Officer of the Public Procurement Authority following revelations in the documentary conducted by Manasseh Azure titled Contracts for Sale. Up next is Emmanuel Abuajiriafe. Stay tuned.